What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Let's take a look at what's happening here today. We got some major stuff coming out here. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Take a look here. We'll start here with this today because, man, there's a lot. Half of boomers and late Gen Xers who took early retirement during the first C19 wave have fallen into poverty. And this comes as, you've worked your whole life, you've paid into the system, paid into Social Security, you paid into Medicare, paid into retirement, and the pandemic comes and, the government's there to support you. You're supposed to, rely on the system. And now half of the American population has now fallen into poverty. Yeah, take a listen here. Thousands of seasoned professionals dropped out of the workforce early during the pandemic. There was literally, millions of people that have died because of the pandemic. But far from enjoying early retirement, new research now shows that nearly half of them have been forced into poverty. New research shows that the UK, 48% of the roughly 800,000, 812,000, 50 to 70-year-olds who retired in 2021 are living in poverty. The Institute of Fiscal Studies shows has revealed, meaning that annual income is below 60% of the average household. And the same thing is happening here in the United States, right here on the New York Times, an uptick in elderly poverty, a blip or a sign of things to come. According to new US Census data, 1 million new seniors have fallen into poverty over the course of the last year alone. For example, Sandy Kirk, living on Social Security in Marion, Virginia, just had 2 knee replacements that forced her to drain her 401k retirement plan and require costly medical treatment is only partially covered by Medicaid. Quote, I think America needs to take care of its own first. It's just not happening. There are elderly, including veterans, that are living on the streets. And well, this comes as 18 million Americans could and are starting to lose Medicaid coverage as the pandemic has been declared over by both Republicans and Democrats in Congress and signed by the president. This process is now starting, and I believe it's well over 1 million Americans have already lost this, and states are going through the process of kicking off millions of Americans who should not be on Medicaid, and they're going through this process right now. And the Medicare Trust Fund, Medicare Hospital Trust Fund, uh, estimates say that it will run out of money in as early as 2028, which is like 4.5 years from now, maybe 5 years from now. It's already 2023 July. So you can see the headlines here. There's a lot to be concerned about for people that are already seniors or people that will be seniors at some point. That's all of us, right? Yeah, this is a lot to be concerned about because we all want to be taken care of in our old age, whether it's Social Security, pension systems, the US dollar, or medical care. Medical costs is already outrageous and will be going up almost every year. This last year was an anomaly that Medicare didn't go up in cost. I don't think that will be happening again. It's pretty much medical costs go up every single year, and Medicare costs didn't go up the last year, but I think we all know they're pretty much going to go up every single year besides last year. Healthcare costs did go up last year besides Medicare. So, it's just like, what can be done? Well, for the average everyday person, not much can be done. Government has to step in and do this type of stuff. And if you've been looking at what our elected officials have been doing, well, it's not much. It's not much. What have they been doing about Social Security to fix it? Nothing. What have they been doing to fix Medicare, Medicaid, the healthcare system? Not much. I mean, they did pass the Inflation Reduction Act, which did reduce some costs. They can negotiate some prescription drug pricing in there. The prescription drug companies are actually trying to fight that. They're taking some of these things to the Supreme Court, actually. And remember that Republicans were against the Inflation Reduction Act for various different reasons, but there was some good things to bring down medical costs and healthcare costs in that, like capping prescription drug costs at $2,000 a year, which, let me see here, $2,000 divided by 12 is $166 a month for people on Medicare. So that's surely better than having no cap on prescription drug costs here, one that fully kicks in, right? So it's better than like, hey, $166 a month is the maximum you could pay, better than having no maximum, right? Saying, oh, well, you could pay $200 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month. There's no maximum cost. We would surely rather have a maximum cost on it. And Medicare will be able to negotiate these prices. In fact, I actually seen some of the prescription drug costs, prescription drug companies saying, this isn't even a negotiation. They're just setting the prices. Well, remember, these companies make billions and billions and billions of dollars. And the VA, Veterans Affairs, has been negotiating or setting the prices for many, many years. And it's a proven fact that the VA saves billions of dollars doing this. And trust me, these prescription drug companies, they charge the US many, many, many times more than any other country. They just charge the US more for the exact same prescription drugs that they sell in other countries under the same brand name. They just charge us more because they can. They can legally get away with it. It's price gouging. In fact, here's a perfect headline just from a quick Google search. Prescription drug prices in the United States are 2.5 times more than those in other countries. This is from January 2021. So probably even more now. But we're paying 2.5 times more than other countries. And why? Why are we doing that? Simply because they can. They're allowed to get away with it. It's time that we stop them from charging us 2.5 times more, maybe even 3 times more now. Why are we allowing them to charge us this much more for the exact same prescription drugs? It's ridiculous. And honestly, now that we're doing even just the slightest little bit of saying, hey, we're going to negotiate with you, or we're going to set some prices to where, it's still profitable for you, but you're not going to be able to just, charge us the moon. They're squealing a little bit. They're going to say, oh, we're only going to make $100 billion in profits this year. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos here that come out here on our YouTube channel at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for liking and sharing these videos. Click here to see banks now refusing to give you cash. And here's a video about the Netherlands government just collapsed, and the US government has the same problem. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.